afternoon, good evening. My name is Donna Bien-Aime, and welcome to my YouTube channel. What we'll be talking about today. I'm going to talk about the process of decision making and why some people are indecisive and what you can do to be a better decision maker as an adult. Now, a lot of people are indecisive, a lot of adults are indecisive, and making decisions is part of being an adult. It's part of this growth and maturity. You have to decide to do something. I decided to make this video. You're deciding to watch this video. So decisions are something you have to do every day in your life. And as you mature and become from a young person to an adult, you just have to know how to make decisions and be fine with the decision. A lot of times people are not secure in themselves. They don't know who they are, so they live their life based on other people's decisions for themselves and not for their own. Now, if you're married, this does not apply to you because you have to consider your spouse's say in your decisions that you make because you share life with the person. Or if you have kids, some things you have to consider your kids if you're making a decision. That's part of life. But this video is for the unmarried. I'm unmarried, so I'm going to speak from my perspective. Now, when I do get married, and if I'm still doing these YouTube videos, maybe my video and my video about decisions will be different, and you will see that video. But for now, as a single person, I'm talking about being a decision maker as an adult. So the first thing you have to do when you make a decision is know and trust yourself and pray to God. Ask him, like, what should I do about the situation? Some people do pros and cons lists. That's another thing you can do, after you pray, after you have some quiet time for yourself, you seek the Most High, you pray, you're like, okay, what should I do? And you meditate, and boom, you start doing a pros and cons list. That's pretty good too, you could do that. Another thing you could do is seek wise counsel. Now, the Bible in Proverbs says, seeking counsel is very good. Two heads is better than one. I would say in the Bible, but that's the whole concept of seeking help from someone who's more experienced than you. Now, that is a good idea, but sometimes it doesn't work out because you gotta choose the right person to ask for advice. And also, if I were you, if you're gonna ask advice about something, do not go more than 3 people. I feel like there's power in 3. There's 3 persons in the Godhead. There's 3 things that make up an atom. There's a lot of things that's 3. This is me saying that's my thing. So I feel like after the 3rd person, you should make up your mind. You shouldn't be asking like 10 people. You shouldn't be asking all these people for advice because it gets complicated and you're gonna not have a decision that's backed by what you want, but what people are influencing to have. Now, the good thing about asking for advice is that you get another perspective of the decision that you may make, and it may make you not necessarily change your mind, but consider all the outcomes of your decision and know to be prepared for what you want to do with the decision you have made. So that's the good thing about asking for advice. It's not really necessarily them choosing the thing for you, but it could give you an outcome or a better way of thinking about the outcomes of your decision. So that's what's the best thing about asking for advice and asking counsel for decision making. Also, just trust yourself. Like I said in the first point before prayer, you have to trust that you know yourself and you can make a decision. A lot of people, the reason why they can't make decisions because they don't know who they are. They don't know what they like. They don't know their purpose. They don't know what ticks them off. They don't know what triggers them. So they make decisions based on what people say about them, but not what they know about themselves. So study yourself. Study your past instances about the other decisions you made in the past and try to see if there's a correlation and pattern to what makes it a good decision or a bad decision. That's very important. And also, don't trust your feelings, Oh, this person makes me feel good, but are they treating you right? Are they making you stronger? Oh, this job is paid so well, but is it giving you work-life balance? So don't trust your feelings with things. The heart is a fleeting thing, It's deceitful. Feelings are not facts. We are humans, so we have to feel and we have to trust the feelings that we feel in the sense of how we feel it and how we process things. But we should not make decisions when we're angry, and we should not make decisions when we're very happy. Because when we're very happy, we lose sight of the bad things that happen. And when we're very angry, we might do things that we regret because we were so angered and passionate about something. Because anger is just basically passion. And when you're happy, you're on a high level, so you may make a something that's not really rational. So be mindful of that. And also, what else can I say about decision making? When you have decided to make the decision, just run with it. Take it, whether it's right or wrong, you'll learn and you'll grow from it. It's a good decision, you'll be better at life. If it was a bad decision, you'll learn a lesson and you won't repeat it again. So what can I say? Basically, is trust God, ask Him. Also, ask wise counsel of no more than three people. Trust your spirit. Trust your intuition. After God, of course. If you have the Holy Spirit in you, then you know that it's God that's talking to you, and you can trust what God has for you. Study yourself. Study your past decision making skills. This past decisions, what went wrong, what went right. Also, do not make decisions when you're very happy or when you're very angry or when you're sad also. Because when you're sad, you lose hope, so you make decisions based on desperation and not what's the truth. And also, just make that decision, and if it's good or bad, you'll know eventually. And in life, time will tell everything. So just make that decision and hope for the best. Peace, and I will see you next time.